Welcome back, guys. This is going to be another episode of our Week 5 picks. We'll recap Week 4 just a little bit before we jump into Week 5. Really quickly, you're going to notice, number one, Hoppa's making noise, of course. Yep. She's running around the house. And you're also going to notice Oliver is not present. Really quickly, just wanted to ask for everybody's prayers for him. He is currently sick at the...
Is that the animal hospital?
Animal hospital.
He has to stay overnight. He's got an IV. He's severely dehydrated. He was sick all night 2 nights ago and into this morning, so I took him in. And yeah, his blood work came back fine, but he still needed to be overnighted. So
yeah, so just wanted to ask really quickly for everyone's prayers. Keep him in your thoughts, and he's our son, yeah. So he's
my baby.
I'm wearing one of my only New York shirts in favor of the Yankee game tonight. We filmed these videos on a Wednesday, and tonight the Yankees are playing the A's. They're currently up 2-0. I'm not a Yankees fan. I'm a Dodgers fan, but I just want the Yankees to play the Dodgers in this World Series.
Today is the first day of the NHL season, so that's why I decided to wear my Golden Knight shirt. So I'm excited for the Knights to start playing tomorrow.
Yes. Jumping into football now.
Yes.
So really quickly recapping Week 4. It was a great week for myself.
You killed it.
Finished the week at 14-1. It was a good week.
14-1. There's 15 games.
Okay, so I was 13-1. I'm sorry, 13-1. I apologize. Just one off of a perfect day.
Do you remember which one it was?
Not off the top of my head.
He got the Patriots-Dolphins wrong. I was 8 for 15, which is a higher percentage than last week, so I guess I have a little bit of progress.
We're making progress. I
was surprised. After Monday's game, I was like, you should have put in a freaking parlay card. We would have won so much money, and that would have paid for Ollie's medical bills.
Yeah.
The Broncos, I was hoping that they would win against the Chiefs. It was a close
tough game. I think Patrick Mahomes is for real.
There were some games that I felt like who I picked should have won. Like
Raiders
Atlanta.
in overtime.
Atlanta should have won against the Bengals.
Raiders in overtime. Raiders in overtime.
There was too many overtime games this week. I was not here for it.
But like I said, the Raiders had to get their first win, and if it's going to be against anyone, it's going to be against Cleveland. Moving into Week 5.
Yep.
Starting tomorrow night, Thursday night, we have the Colts at the New England Patriots. I'm going to go ahead and take the Patriots. How'd you know? The way you nodded. But yeah, the Patriots, I think they looked better last week than they have maybe in a combination of all 3 weeks before then. They finally started to look like themselves this week.
A little bit, yeah. Should Edelman come back next week? Because he had a 4-game suspension.
I'm sure he's back in practice, but that's up to coach whether he's going to play or not.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's back in practice. But
if I'm looking down, by the way, I'm creating our
picks for this.
Our picks. I do it on notes on our phone. That way, like on Sundays, I can just go in and like add the check emoji or the X emoji. It makes it easier. Here, I'll show you what last week's looked like. See all that green?
That's me.
Yep, I got a lot of red, so that's what it looks like. You can create tables on there, and that's how I kind of keep track of our picks. So.
And moving on, Sunday morning, Titans versus Bills is the first game I have here on my phone. I'm going to go ahead and remain consistent with how I felt about Tennessee last week. I do feel like they rise to the level of competition that they play. Game's at Buffalo, but I'm
taking Buffalo. I feel like my feels are completely wrong, but I'm hoping that there will be an upset, and I hope the Bills bring home a W. That's how I feel.
Next game, Miami Dolphins and Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bengals here at home. I think, I'm pretty sure I've said it, I think Dalton is playing great football. They have a great receiver core there. They have great running backs, weapons on offense all over the place. The defense looked pretty solid. It's continued to look solid. Dolphins defense looks good. Tannehill tripped up last week against New England.
He did, but I'm going to take the Dolphins.
We're starting off oppositions early. We're going to have a divisional matchup next. Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns. This is a tough one. They're playing at Cleveland. Cleveland's 1-2-1. And the Ravens are 3-1. I'm going to go ahead and take Baltimore here. I think
same.
I think Joe Flacco and that whole Baltimore offense with whatever they do with Lamar Jackson coming off the bench is really solid.
Their defense is good too.
I think Terrell Suggs looks like Terrell Suggs from 2 or 3 years ago. That Baltimore defense looks really solid.
Yeah.
Let's go Ravens.
The next matchup is the Packers-Lions in Detroit. This one's going to be tough because this is also divisional, right?
Remember how this game ended last year. This is where the Hail Mary narrative began. This is Aaron Rodgers, what Aaron Rodgers does.
I'm going to go with Packers.
I'm not a Detroit hater or anything. But it's tough when they play Green Bay again, another divisional matchup there. I'm going to go ahead. We're both going to pick Packers on this one. Moving on, we got Jacksonville versus the Chiefs and perhaps the number 1 spot for the AFC. This is a tough one. I am going to go ahead and pick Jacksonville.
Yes, me too.
I think the Chiefs' defense is absolutely terrible. Should be a good game. I think Jacksonville will get a win here. I have Jacksonville as my starting defense on fantasy.
Same.
Yeah, we both do actually.
Yeah,
and,
no, I
go ahead.
I think that just because of Jacksonville's defense, I think they're going to be the ones to be able to stop.
And a lot of people
against the Chiefs.
I agree. A lot of people circled the matchup with the Broncos to see how Mahomes would react against a solid pass rush. And I think he did really well. Everybody saw how he's able to extend plays outside of the pocket with his legs.
He was, but it wasn't a high-scoring game. Like they weren't able to score. They weren't able to get a lot of touchdowns.
No, and I agree. I agree and all. But at the same time, when you give up 14 points in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was
because
it looked like the Broncos were gonna win, and then the fourth quarter came around, and Patrick was just like, "You thought."
Great coaching by Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a master at understanding what he has and how to work with that. He's done that ever since he was at Philadelphia when DeMarco Murray was there.
Andy Reid looks like a potato, though. I just have to say that.
Not to mention the left-handed.
Oh yeah, the left-handed throw.
Yeah. Anyway,
before he gets.
Let's not. It's only going to make me upset. Anyway, moving on. Broncos and Jets this week. I think the Broncos will come back. Go ahead and go 3-2. Sam Darnold still figuring it out over there in New York. The Jets team is solid. They have talent. Inunwa, they have Powell. They have talent, but they have to figure out a way to make that all work and become a cohesive unit. Broncos look good. I think the Broncos look good.
They look very with Case for sure. Yeah,
very middle of the road right now, but there are small things that we can do, like not mess up a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter.
You're going back to it now. You're going back to it.
To better our position in where we stand in the weekly rankings that come out. Falcons and Steelers playing at Pittsburgh. This is a tough one. I do believe the Steelers will get the win here at home.
Oh.
Atlanta, Matt Ryan, I feel like, is almost similar in a sense to Drew Brees. They play very well indoors.
I am going with Atlanta, just because it seems like Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger, they can't find a connection.
Not figuring it out.
They can't find a connection, and they have no run game because Le'Veon Bell. So
well, they have
one running touchdown this season.
I feel like you are moving on. New York Giants versus Carolina Panthers. I have a lot of Panthers on my fantasy football team. We're both going to say Carolina in this one. New York still has a lot to figure out. I honestly think they need to make moves in the quarterback position.
Who's the backup QB for the Giants?
Couldn't even tell you. But at the same time,
that's what I asked.
That's why I'm picking Carolina here.
Plus, they just had a bye week last week, so they're going to be completely rested.
Divisional matchup: Oakland Raiders, Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are playing good ball. They're going to be playing at home in Carson City. Oakland still has a lot to figure out. They barely got the win against Cleveland. I'm going to go ahead and say Chargers in this one.
I don't know. I want to say the Raiders.
You can no pick. You don't have to.
Nah, I'm not a puss.
That's funny. What is your record, like 10-30?
Hey. Don't be throwing knives.
Shade.
I'm going to say the Raiders. You're going to say Chargers?
Oppositions unite. Another afternoon game here. Minnesota Vikings and Philadelphia Eagles.
This one's tough. Part of me wants to say the Vikings.
I'm going to go ahead and pick Philadelphia in this one at home. E-A-G-L-E-S.
Why do you have to Eagles. Chance? Now I'm going to do the Vikings.
Moving on, Arizona at the San Francisco 49ers, playing at home in Levi Stadium. I'm going to go ahead and pick the 49ers in this one.
Yeah.
Cardinals have a lot to figure out. Moving on, Rams, Seahawks, divisional game.
Rams! You already know how I feel.
Let's go. Rams look like they are my early season favorite to win the Super Bowl. They have weaknesses that I cannot find. The defense looks
They're so
absolutely
good. I
phenomenal.
love them.
And Jared is going off. I think he looks like Kurt Warner did 2001. That best show on turf. He's got like a 72% completion percentage. And the coaching is, Sean McVay has my vote for coach of the year as it is right now. The way he's able to relate to his players being how young he is could ultimately be the difference maker here. Really happy for my dad. I grew up a Rams fan first, watching the 2000-2001 best show on turf, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Marshall Faulk. That is the reason why I know of the Rams, and I am glad that they moved back to LA and they're finding their stride. Sunday night game. We got an all-Texas matchup, Houston and Dallas playing at Houston. Dallas 2-2 up until this point, had a big win against Seattle last week. Houston 1-3, figuring it out. Defense finding their stride, I think. J.J. Watt's playing great football. Everyone else just has to catch up.
He always plays great football.
Everyone else has to catch up. Yeah, I think so.
He really does.
Who you got in this one, Sunday night?
I think the Cowboys.
That's a tough one. This is going to be my no pick for the week. I'm going to go ahead and just let it ride. Monday Night Football, last one of the week. We got a divisional matchup here. Washington Redskins taking on the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees breaking records. He needs something like 200 yards to pass Peyton Manning's all-time record. Although I'm a Manning fan, I am a quarterback fan in general. I'm a fan for breaking records. Everybody but Phillip Rivers. Anyway, just kidding. Drew Brees, big fan of his. I hope Kamara, Michael Thomas, and the offense picks it up and they get the win here. And I do hope Drew Brees, being at home on Monday night, breaks this record just for the home fans. They're going to stop the game, the pass he has to break the record. They're going to stop the game, present Drew Brees with the ball that broke the record.
That'd be crazy.
And, no, it's going to happen. It's going to happen with Peyton Manning. Remember?
Yeah, I do.
When he threw his touchdown, they were playing Keep Away From It. She does
They were
remember.
playing Monkey in the Middle.
They stopped the game, but they stopped the game, and the announcer comes over
yeah.
with the 589 pass or touchdown pass in the NFL. Peyton Manning has just beaten the NFL. That's going to happen for Drew Brees. I want it to happen for Drew Brees.
Yeah. He's
thrown 200 yards in every game since Vietnam, so this should happen.
Oh, he's that old.
This should happen fairly easily for the offense. Alex Smith and the Washington offense looks like they're still figuring it out. Saints looking good, gonna get it done on Monday night. If you guys have not hit the subscribe button, please smash the subscribe button. Hit the bell right next to it. You'll get notified of all of our newest content so you don't miss a video just like this one next week. You'll be seeing another one of our vlogs this weekend. We look forward to seeing you there.
Thanks
for joining
watching.
us.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.